2 days after Joe Biden's projected victory, President Trump refuses to concede tonight. The president remains out of the public eye at this point as he continues to tweet baseless claims about the vote count despite no evidence of widespread fraud. But behind the scenes, multiple allies and advisors tell NBC News pressure is building on the president to accept his defeat. In one way, he's continuing to fight the results of the election, filing lawsuit after lawsuit, including several here in Pennsylvania.
A few have been filed in the last week, including one that is getting more support and could be picked up by the U.S. Supreme Court. NBC10's Matt DeLucia is live in the Montgomery County Bureau to break it all down for us. Matt.
Yeah, Jacqueline and Jim, the Trump campaign has filed legal action in several states, but in Pennsylvania, 2 lawsuits stand out. Late today, the campaign sued the Secretary of State and several county election boards, claiming predominantly Democratic counties mismanaged the election. They want to stop the results from being certified. The other is a matter that's been bouncing around the U.S. Supreme Court, with the Republican Party saying the extended deadline for counting ballots is breaking the law. At the Pennsylvania Convention Center, supporters of President Trump continue their demands for fairness.
I think it's important to ensure elections moving forward into the future that people can see them and take them for what they are and to believe their votes will be counted.
Even before Pennsylvania put Joe Biden over the top as president-elect, Republicans and the Trump campaign have questioned the state's handling of its election. Here's a rundown. In September, the state Supreme Court extended the date to receive mail-in ballots from Tuesday night to last Friday. In mid-October, the U.S. Supreme Court deadlocked on that Pennsylvania ruling, causing late ballots to be accepted for now. Late October, the PA Secretary of State issued guidance to counties telling them to separate the late-arriving ballots. And last Wednesday, Justice Samuel Alito affirmed that with his own order.
And I don't know why that's controversial.
Republican Philadelphia City Commissioner Al Schmidt says those late delivery ballots in question haven't been counted yet.
And those require a little bit more attention because they're subject to litigation, so we haven't counted those yet. And that's not a big universe, that's pretty small.
This election is not over. Far from it.
The president's press secretary said tonight the process of obtaining a fair count has only just begun. Several Republican state attorneys general have joined together in asking the U.S. Supreme Court to take up the matter, saying only the state legislature has authority to change the rules.
We think it's a very, very important case in the broadest sense, and ultimately overturn the Pennsylvania Supreme Court.
When asked if Biden's lead would make any such ruling inconsequential.
That's beside the point. I mean, I don't know that to be true. I don't know if anybody knows that to be true.
Villanova law professor Mike Moreland says it may not make much of a difference in the election outcome. Legally speaking, it all depends on how strong the claims are.
And how much evidence of fraud or of unevenness in the application of rules the Trump campaign is actually able to produce. And I think that up till now has been something that has been very unclear.
And tonight, Attorney General William Barr has authorized federal prosecutors across the U.S. to pursue, quote, substantial allegations of voting irregularities before the 2020 presidential election is certified. Live in the Montgomery County Bureau, Matt DeLucia, NBC10 News.